Hi folks, today I'm going to try out this BSA Sweet 16 scope. It's a 3 to 9 power, has the turret that you can sight in for 50 yards, shoot all the way up to I believe 175 yards. It's supposed to be able to turn the turret and it automatically adjusts for the bullet weight. You have 3 different turrets that come, 40 grain, 38 grain, 36 grain. We have the 40 grain on here, and I got some 40 grain bullets loaded up in my magazine. I'm going to try shooting some clay birds, roughly 4 inches in diameter. First set of 2 will be at 50 yards, second set at 100 yards, and the third set at 150 yards. So we're going to try it and see how well it works. I'm hoping that the birds will break and I don't just punch a hole through them and the bird doesn't shatter, but we'll see what happens. See how good the scope works. Okay, first we're going to try the 50 yards. One bird. That one's got a hole in it, just didn't break. Now we're going to try the 100 yards. Got a hole in it, just knocked the chunk off. That one did break. Now we will try the 150 yard targets. Not sure how well the camera's going to pick those up, but we're going to try. Broke. That one I'm not sure. We'll try one more shot at it. Not sure if that bird has holes in it or not. We'll see when we get up there. Okay, here we are at the 50 yard target. As you can see, we got a hole right in the center of the clay bird. This is the 50 yard target. Just wanted to show you that if you didn't see it break, this is what happened. Just poked the hole through without breaking the whole bird. Let's go look at the 100 yard. Right here, it looks like we took a chunk out. That's not the bullet hole, that's just a piece of the clay bird. But we hit to the left slightly at 100 yards. Move the turret to 100 yards. So it seems like for height-wise, it's dead on. I may be shooting, my windage may need adjusted a little bit. But we did hit the 100 yard bird. Let's go look at the 150 yard. Alright, here we are at the 150 yard target. I did shoot 2 times at this bird. I see right here, took a little chip out and hit right at the edge with one of the shots. I see another bullet hole right here. I don't know if you've seen at the 100 and 150 yard, I did shoot at 2 targets. I broke one at each and I actually hit one at each. But I'll tell you what, for 150 yards with 22 rifle, I mean, it does hit a little bit lower than maybe what it should. But I am impressed with how the scope works. But I could say, maybe if you fine-tuned a little bit. But all things considered, I think that's pretty doggone good. Alright. Alright, if you were watching this video with the scope review and you kind of wonder what this rifle was I was using, I have another video posted of what it is. It's a Marlin 25N with a Boyd's SS Evolution stock. You have to catch that video. I go in a little bit more detail about the stock. But back to the scope. I mean, this scope This is the first time I've tried this experiment shooting at 100, 150 yards by just turning the turrets. I've done a lot of shooting at the 50-yard mark, get it sighting in, just plinking around. Now, I have to say, this Marlin rifle is not the most accurate 22 rifle. I mean, I also have a CZ 452 Scout, and it will just shoot way better than this will ever shoot. But just been experimenting with some different ammo, 22 rounds, and seeing what kind of groups I could get. And to be honest with you, I ain't getting too good of groups with any of them. But the CZ is like, it's a target rifle. I mean, it'll stick them all. You could touch them, have them all bullet holes touching at 50 yards if you could hold it good enough. But back to the 25 here. The scope is a good scope. I mean, I have to say, if you're thinking about getting this, you didn't know if it would really work, I think you ought to look into it, because it does what it says it'll do. I mean, I was a little bit off at 150 yards, but instead of guessing holdover, I mean, you just turn the turret where it's marked and pull the trigger. But as far as the scope, I'd recommend getting it. Alright.